As you're solving by substitution, you need to keep in mind the three possibilities. When we have a system of two linear equations, it could be that they intersect. Intersecting lines have one solution. It could also be that they are parallel. Parallel have no solution, or you can write empty set. There's no points that they have in common. And then the third possibility is that they could be coinciding lines, in which case all of the points on one are on the other. So we say infinitely many solutions. We can't count the number of solutions. So those are our three possibilities, and that's what we need to keep in mind as we solve by substitution. Now y equals negative 4x plus 12. Because they're equal, they have the same value, we can replace y in the second equation with that expression. So in place of y, we're going to put negative 4x plus 12. Now we've got some like terms we can combine on the left side. 2x minus 4x is negative 2x. Still have the plus 12. To get rid of plus 12, subtract 12 from each side. We have negative 2x equals negative 10. To get rid of multiplying by a negative 2, we'll divide both sides by negative 2. And so we get x equal to 5. So x equals 5. Now we need to find out what y is, so we're going to replace x with 5. You can go to any equation in this system that has both x and y, but this y equals negative 4x plus 12 will be the easiest spot. Multiply, negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Negative 20 plus 12 gives us negative 8. Put it together as an ordered pair, x then y. So this is one of those where it's one solution. We're going to name that solution that x and y value. Alright, here we don't have x or y by itself, so we need to get x by itself before or y by itself before we substitute in. Now, if you notice a coefficient of 1, another way to say that is no number in front of the variable, then you can solve for that one pretty easily. To get rid of minus 2y, add 2y. Now, they're not like terms, you can't combine them, so you have x equals negative 3 plus 2y. So x equals negative 3 plus 2i, so we're going to substitute into this second equation, and in place of x, we're going to put negative 3 plus 2y. To get rid of the parentheses, we'll distribute. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. 3 times 2y is 6y. Now we'll combine our like terms. So we have negative 9 plus 11y equals 24. 2 steps from here, add 9 to get rid of the negative 9. So we have 11y equals 33. And then to get rid of multiplying by 11, divide by 11. And so y equals 3. We found y, plug it back in to find x. So we have x equals negative 3 plus 2 times y, which is 3. We'll multiply and then we'll add. 2 times 3 is 6. Negative 3 plus 6 gives us positive 3. They happen to be the same thing on this one, so x and y are both 3. Number 3, y equals 8, so we can replace y with 8. The minus is already there. Two-step equation from here to get rid of minus 8, add 8. So 2x equals 12. Divide by 2. And we get x equal to 6. Put it together as an ordered pair, x, then y. If you already have either x or y solved equal to a number, then it should be pretty easy, or at least easier, to figure out the other variable's value. Number 4. This one a little bit more challenging. We don't have an obvious place to start. I'd probably start with my smallest coefficient. That might be the easiest, especially since I noticed that all of these will divide by 3. That can make our life a little easier. So I'm going to solve for x in the first equation. I want to get rid of the y. I want to move it to the other side, so I'm subtracting 6y to get rid of the plus 6y. They're not like terms, you can't combine them. Now to get rid of multiplying by 3, divide everything by 3. And so we have x equal to 4 minus 2y. So x equals 4 minus 2y. Now we can replace x in this other equation with that. So we have 5 times x. And we're going to substitute in for the x with the 4 minus 2y. To get rid of our parentheses, distribute. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times negative 2y is negative 10y. Negative 10y plus positive 10y, they're like terms, and they add to 0, they're gone. So we have 20 equal to 20. Now, is this true or false? Well, 20 does equal 20, that's true. So think back to your 3 possibilities. You got to decide if it's going to be no solution or infinitely many. It's definitely not one solution because we weren't able to find the x and the y. So if it's true here, we're going to say infinitely many solutions. All the points on one are on the other. Or IMS for short. Alright, here we do have some places to start. Either solve the second one for x or the second one for y, because you have coefficients of 1, so that'll be easier. So you have negative 2 minus y. They're not like terms, you can't combine them. Now we're going to replace x in the other equation with that. So 2. And then instead of x, we'll put negative 2 minus y. To get rid of the parentheses, distribute. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. 2 times negative y is negative 2y. We'll combine those like terms. Negative 2y plus positive 2y is 0. It's gone. So we have negative 4 equal to 8. We've got to decide if it's true or false. That is false. So if it's false, it's no solution. Or you can say empty set. So either write the words no solution, or you can write the symbol empty set. It means the solution set is empty. There's no solutions here. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've got more on my website, and if you want to subscribe, you're welcome to.